Good morning, everybody. I'm so sorry we're a couple minutes late. We're having some technical difficulties trying to get some things sorted, but I'm so happy you're here. We've got an awesome start to the day. We're going to talk about exercise. I'm going to read Melissa Vogel's intro. I didn't get her banner uploaded because we were trying to get things figured out, so you just get to watch me read for a second. We all know exercise is important, but who has the time? Add in the challenges of working from home and homeschooling children, and you've got a recipe for couch potatoes. And that's why we're here today, to fill in the gaps that exist in traditional healthcare and provide actionable ways to change your health, eliminate your pain, and increase your quality of life without pills, procedures, or puzzles. I'm Dr. Sarah, your host, board-certified occupational therapist, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm really excited to introduce Melissa Vogel, a keynote speaker, business owner, certified personal trainer, and group fitness instructor, podcaster, and mother of three, all of the titles. In addition to that, she has a first-degree black belt in Taekwondo and still finds time to contribute to numerous publications. She's passionate about helping busy women prioritize their fitness when they have limited time and resources. So for the next 45 minutes, she's going to help you learn how to find ways to fit exercise into your busy schedules and work out effectively even when you don't have a home gym. So please welcome Melissa Vogel. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thank you for having me.
I mentioned we were having some technical troubles. The slides won't be just right, but it's going to be awesome anyways. So I'll bring those up and drop out and let you go.
All right. Yeah, we're going to make this work, you guys. We're going to make it work because I know you can see off to the side there, but it's totally fine. We're going to make it work. You'll just get to see what's coming up next. So my name's Melissa Vogel, like she said, and I really do have a no BS approach. And I want you all to know that bringing together, complete and ultimate health, wellness, strength, everything, you have to think of it as one giant puzzle. And the area where most people go wrong is where they're like, oh, I just need like the workout program, and they're like, just tell me what to do. Like, what do you do, Melissa? Like, how do you work out? Like, just give me that piece. And it's like, oh, sure, I can do that for you. Absolutely. But it's just one piece of your puzzle. And then a lot of people are like, well, just tell me what to eat, Melissa. Like, what do you eat every day? Right? Just tell me what to eat and then I can do it. And I'm like, again, that's great too, but it's just another piece of your puzzle. You can have success for the rest of your life and be healthy, strong, sexy, tone, whether you're male or female, when you bring all the puzzle pieces together. You have to know that there's no quick fix. And when you try and take the short path, you're always going to be standing there at a crossroads and you're going to have the short path or the long path. I guarantee you, if you take the long path, you're going to have sustainability and you're going to have results that are going to last you for the rest of the life. So today I'm going to show you a quick, basically 3 steps that's going to take you on the long path, but make it a little shorter, that you can start implementing today, and it's going to bring a bunch of your puzzle pieces together. Okay, does that make sense? And then at the end, we can take any questions or comments or concerns or anything like that. So again, on my screen, you guys can see everything over on the side, which totally works. But I want to show you how to prioritize fitness with limited resources, because let's face it, we all have limited resources, and that resource can be time. It could be having access to a gym. Not everyone has that. Sometimes people are in a really tight budget and, you don't have access to all the foods that you want. But you have to ask yourself just this one question, is it worth your time? Is sitting here watching this presentation, just taking a few minutes out of your day, worth it to you? Because if the answer is no, and you're like, no, I'm just here for the popcorn, you're not going to get change. You really have to dive down and be like, is this worth it to me? Do I truly want change? Do I truly want results that are going to stick with me and last for the rest of my life? You have to think about it. And when you can trade some of your time, like scrolling on Instagram, Facebook, binge watching Netflix, all of those things that take up a lot of our time, if you can trade that in for time for you, oh man, you guys, magic will happen. But again, is it worth it? Is your time that you spend doing those other things, do you hold it valuable enough for you? And that's only a question that you can answer. It's only a question that, you can truly ask yourself. So I want you guys to grab a pen, take note. I want you guys all to just really sit back and be open to what I'm going to tell you, the information I'm going to give you. The biggest problem that a lot of people run into is when we close our doors, we close our ears, we close ourselves off to truly learning, and being open to taking everything in. A lot of people that I work with, like sometimes they've tried other trainers, they've tried other programs, and they think they know it all. I know that sounds a little harsh. I'm telling you, I have an OBS approach. But they think they know it all. And when you come into anything like that with that type of attitude, you'll learn nothing. And I always say that the greatest teachers are the greatest coaches, anyone who's in a leadership role in teaching and coaching and guiding and all that. The greatest ones are those that remain a student, for sure. And that's one of the reasons why I still do, like Sarah had said, was Taekwondo. It's not popular. Sometimes I'm in classes with teens. It probably looks a little silly if you guys follow me on Instagram, which is Melissa Vogel Fitness. Yeah, there's videos out there. I do it on my story of me doing it and everything, but I do it because it keeps me the student. It keeps me learning. It helps me always remember that there's another way. Someone else is always going to know more than me. So stay open to it, because I want you to stay to the end. I want you to learn as much as you can and be open to it, and hopefully take the next steps into learning more about your health and your fitness and everything. So who am I? Who is this crazy chick talking to us? I am a mom of 3. I have 3 daughters who are just like me. I am a certified personal trainer. I am a certified group fitness instructor. And yes, those 2 certifications are completely different. Please don't ever think that, oh, yeah, my spin instructor told me to do this and to eat this. And just because they're a spin instructor or your favorite Zumba instructor or boot camp instructor, doesn't mean that they're a personal trainer. They're 2 totally separate certifications and training and background. So know that a lot of people get that confused. I'm also an actress and a model. I'm in and out of LA. I've done web series and TV commercial. You guys will probably see me running on a few of them now that you know that you've seen my face out there. But this is my life. My life is my children. My life revolves around them, of course. My life also revolves around health, fitness, wellness. I am also the owner and the creator of Busy to Bomb Fit Mom. That is the program that I run. It's a complete online program. And what you're going to learn today is pieces pulled from Busy to Bomb Fit Mom, because it really is the base and the foundation of health and fitness. And I've created it into a program that gets people to the top, that gets them the results they want. And then you can see, told ya, I'm a 1st degree black belt. I just tested for my 2nd star. So in October, I'll be testing for my 2nd degree. And I thought the first testing was going to kill me. So that was fun, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. This is the old me. That is me. When I put this picture up sometimes, I have people like zoom in. I have people be like, that's not you. And you guys, what's funny? I call it the mom blob. That's a term that I have developed. And it can be the mom blob. It can be the mom dad. It can, or the blob the dad blob. It can apply to anyone, but I thought I was in shape in this picture. I mean, I probably was. I was in shape. I was teaching then. I was doing all the things, but I was working. I only did cardio, mostly cardio. I was stressed. I was tired. I was stuck. I was like pissed off at the world. Um, my nutrition was way off. I thought I was doing everything right. I was drinking the healthy shakes, right? I thought I was doing it all. And yeah, that's me, legit me. Since then, you guys, I have discovered a way to help. I love this picture of the little girl. It's my friend's daughter. To help other people break free from that mom blob mode, that dad blob mode, breaking, the definition of mom bod, because it doesn't have to be that way. As you can see in this picture, that is me down 30 pounds. And a lot of people are like, what's wrong with that? Oh my God, I would kill for that. That's awesome. Whatever. I wanted more. It's great, but I still wasn't where I wanted to be. I still wasn't at my peak performance level, my ultimate health level. But now I've really narrowed who I help, and I help that mom become more energetic, productive, motivated. And we'll get more into the motivational part and stuff, but I personal train people in person and then virtually online. And my journey truly is 60 pounds. It's probably even more. I'm just going to stick with the 60, but not only did I take it off, I've kept it off. And I live a life now filled with ice cream. Like it's not filled with it, but just an example, yesterday, we had ice cream before 11 a.m. Why? We were out, the mall was opening and the ice cream place is open. I'm like, why not? Life is about balance, but I've kept that weight off and still found a way to be able to eat ice cream and enjoy things like that, because life truly is about balance. So it's about finding who you want to become, maximizing that, going for it, but still allowing for fun and treats and balance to all be in that world. So I got it, you guys. The life of a working mom. Like, I 110% get it. And can I just tell you that picture on the left? Yeah, that's not pulled from the internet. That's a legit real picture from my laundry room. And why do I share all this with you, you guys? Because I want you to know that I'm not just some Instagram, what do they call them? Like Instagram model, or I don't know. Like I'm not someone who's just like, oh, eat healthy, do this and do that. Like, I'm in the trenches with you guys. I live this life. I totally get it. I work a lot. I'm exhausted. This is one of my favorite pictures of my daughter. Like, I have the crazy kids who are also in taekwondo, volleyball. We travel. Each child has their own schedule. And I'm telling you this because if I can do it, you guys, with very simple, easy steps and easy ways and not spending endless hours in the gym, you can do it. I want you to be open-minded to letting go of all the excuses. Like, be open to it and let it go, because know that if I can do it, you 110% can do it too. So we're going to cover a couple quick lessons, talking about your unique schedule, routine, how that can help you and set you up for success, different ways that we're going to talk about your nutrition, your fitness, how that comes into play. And then the last one, like your mindset and optimizing, how you think and how you train your brain and how you speak to yourself, how you love to yourself is definitely one of the ways that you're taking a puzzle piece and putting in place, and that's going to get you results that are going to last you for the rest of your life. And a lot of people think, in order to be fit and ripped, I have to have a chef. I have to have this big, glamorous workout station at home, or have an awesome gym membership. And one of the tools that we're going to talk about, you guys, is just right here in your mindset. And it's free. Controlling your mind here is absolutely free. So let's talk about the first one. Step one, identifying and establishing a new schedule. Habits will support and maximize your time and make your fitness and health a priority. What does all that mean? What does all that mean? Like, big picture, every day is a juggling act, right? And lately, you guys, it's like someone took our box, like shook it up and dumped it out. And they're like, hey, deal with this now. Like, try and figure this out through a pandemic and a lockdown and everything else going on. We juggle everything. It's a constant struggle to find balance between work, home life. It can be hard. It is hard. And we spend most of our day multitasking and making sure everything gets done, right? And we're really good at being a mom, and we're really good at being a dad, or we're really good at our job. And that's awesome. But how do we find a way to be really good at us? Because you guys, we deserve more. We absolutely deserve more. I want you to take a look at some of these statistics, because it's crazy, the difference down here where you can see, dissatisfied with work, home life balance. Well, 59% of all women said it, but 62% of moms said it. And who's stressed out? Well, yeah, 72% did, but 80% were moms. They said they're stressed out. Who's tired? 58% of women said, yeah, I'm tired. I get it. But 70% of moms are tired. Are you seeing this pattern here? 48% of women are overcommitted. 56% of moms are overcommitted. That's a little bit of a difference. And look at this one down to the bottom. Want to do better in at least one area of life. 95% of moms want to do better in just at least one area of your life. Why not make that one area of your life you? Because you deserve more. You absolutely deserve it. But we have this guilt, right? We have this mom guilt, this dad guilt. I can't speak for dads. I can speak for moms. But we have this guilt of like, yeah, but if I'm in the gym, if I'm working out and I take away that 1 hour and I put it on just for me, that's 1 hour away from the family. What if the kids need me? What if they can't get a hold of me? You deserve it. Are you worth it? Is this worth your time? Not only is this sitting here listening to this worth your time, but is it worth your time to eat better, be stronger, healthier? Because if you can do that for you, if you can prioritize you and find a way to develop this body that you're proud of and that is strong and powerful, that's going to benefit the entire family. That's going to help everyone. They're watching you guys. Your kids are absolutely watching you. And what you do now is going to trickle down and affect them and affect their children. I just had on my call the other night, my team does a Zoom call every Tuesday night and we connect. And we were doing this way before Corona hit and all of that. And one of the biggest things we were talking about last night was, my kids are watching. And someone was saying, my son wants to work out with me now. And I'm like, that's awesome. Because what you teach them now and the habits that they see you picking up, and exercise is just a norm. Like when we go on vacation, yeah, mom's going to go work out. Like there's no like, what, where are you going? Or they wake up in the morning and you're gone. Where were you? They don't even need to ask because they know you were at the gym. They're watching. And then the habits that you develop, you're passing on to them. So when they go off to college or they're an adult and they're doing the thing, or even high school, they know like, study, sports, eat, train, work out, because they'll see that it's not just part of a roller coaster of your life. It's not just like, oh, I'm doing really good and mom's doing this like exercise kick and then it's gone. It's like, no, mom's doing really good. And I'm sustaining that. I'm working out. I'm exercising. I'm doing all the things because this is just life. And they see that It's just what we do. So they're watching. Remember, all the changes that you make for you aren't just for you. It'll benefit everyone, and it becomes their norm, and that's what they grow up with. Ask yourself, I like this next picture to the right here in the middle. Where do you want to be in 6 months, a year? Have you ever really stopped and asked yourself? This is just a picture, it just kind of shows like different body fat percentages. And there isn't a right one or a wrong one. That's what I love. It just shows you where you're at. And maybe you're thinking, oh my God, I'm on the bottom row and I'm on the right. Great. Where do you want to be in 6 months? Do you want to move to the left 2 squares? Do you want to jump up to the next one? It doesn't even matter, because that's totally up to you, but you have to know that you're worth it and you deserve it. Once you can start seeing that and twisting it and unlocking that in your brain, you will go from the bottom right up to the top left. I've seen it. I've done it myself. I was the bottom, probably the black tank top, black booty shorts. That's where I was. And now I'm even better than the top left. Yeah, I said it. I'm even better than that. But just know, you guys, you're completely worth it. So step 1, you have to build a new you. Like, what are you doing wrong? We're multitasking. We're doing 80 million things. And are we really even doing good at one of those things? You have to ask yourself, like, okay, I'm doing 30,000 things, but is any of them doing me any good? We're preoccupied. We have zero accountability. Some of us live off of shakes that we think are amazing, or just grabbing a bar. Or when we do get the time to exercise, we're like exhausted, and it's like a half-assed workout. It's not even what we should be doing. And we think we're just supposed to be killing it on cardio. We're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Go to my next one. What I want you to do now. 1, here's your first step. You have to have a game plan in place. You have to. When people ask me, they're like, what's one thing I can start doing? Like, what's one piece of advice? When I'm on a podcast and being interviewed, or I'm interviewing someone else, or like the topic always gets brought up. Either they're asking me or we're talking about it. Like, what's one thing I can do? And you guys, this is free. That's the cool thing. Create your weekly schedule. Get a game plan done. That can be on just a piece of paper. That can be on a calendar. That can be in your phone. Create your schedule. So tip 1, every Sunday night, sit down and look at the week. Now, identify roadblocks. It's not just, and in my group, Busy to Bomb Fit Mom, we call this weekly temple, because our bodies are our temple, and you have to do it every week. You have to make time, if that makes any sense at all. But you have to sit down and identify what days and times are for me. When am I going to grocery shop? When am I going to work out? Create that plan. But you're also going to identify roadblocks. Vacations coming up, because now we're hitting summer months, right? Vacations are coming up. Okay, so during that week, I'm not going to be able to make it to the gym, or I'm not going to be able to work out at home, or, we're going to be gone. So that week is just going to be like my cardio time. That's just going to be the time where I walk every single day. Okay, it's noted, it's jotting down. When do kids have doctor appointments? What roadblocks are going to come in your way that could potentially stop you from working out, that could potentially stop you from being active, from meditating, from your yoga? If you can identify them, you can work around them, because you guys, let's face it, those roadblocks aren't going anywhere. We will always be busy. They will always need you. And then when we don't, we're going to be sad and lonely anyways. And we don't want to worry about that yet. But right now, it's always going to be this way. Make and carve out time for you. Now, one thing that I have in my house that is necessary, and we literally can't live without, is a dry erase board. And it's a big calendar. It's a pretty good size. And I have it hanging on the wall. And we fill in every single activity on this dry erase calendar. So if you have a really busy schedule and activity and stuff, I highly suggest you do it in dry erase marker, and you get a pack of markers that have different colors, and you're going to color code your system. Why? Because as moms and busy on the go, we need to be able to glance and go and just see a color, know that's on that day, that time, or not see a color and know that we have time off. And there's a free spot. So like for me, taekwondo's in red, volleyball's in purple, my appointments are in blue, my work time is in brown. And it just gives you a quick glance. And it's a dry erase marker. It's not on paper. It's in my phone, but we still have that schedule up there because things are going to change, and it's an easy swipe, fill in, no big deal. Also, the kids can add to it. So they can grab a marker, be like, hey, mom, this has to happen, whatever. They can also see what you're doing. Workout, mom, gone. Workout, mom, at yoga, mom, like this is her time. It's not a surprise to anyone anymore. Sit down and review it with them. Hey, just letting you guys know, mom's taking control. I'm not starting this diet plan. It's not about starting this workout plan. It's, hey, mom's going to get strong, healthy, tone, like this is happening. Look at the schedule. These are the times that I'm working out. And I need you guys to be self-sufficient and on your own just for this time. And it's also super convenient and easy for you guys when you have that dry erase board visible to everyone, that you're not constantly telling them the schedule and what's going on. You're not constantly like, what are we doing? What's going on today? You can just be like, board, look at the dry erase board, or go at it. And because we're doing like a million one things, and they'll be like, mom, I have practice tomorrow night. Mom, I have this. Board, go add it to the board. Also, you have to commit to this. Give yourself 1 week, 2 weeks, full out, full blown, commit to it and say, I'm going to do this no matter what. Let yourself experience the success of your scheduling. If you don't, and you're going to like, I'm going to start exercising more. You guys, that's just wishful thinking. That's just flighty, floaty thoughts all over. And it's like, yeah, I hope I get this done. It's totally wishful thinking. You have to put the pen to the board, the note to the phone, the pen to the paper, whatever it is, to get it down so it happens. Now, I also put on here crucial conversations, which we'll talk about, but I put on here alarms and timers. If you are not using your alarms and timers on your phone, you guys, you are totally missing out. And there is nothing wrong with setting alarms and timers for when you're going to eat. Hey, it's time to eat. Set an alarm at, I'm just throwing out time, 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So 8 o'clock is breakfast, 11 o'clock is your protein shake or your snack, 2 p.m. is your lunch, 4 p.m. is your veggie snack, 5 p.m. is dinner, like whatever, how you want to set it up. There's nothing wrong with having alerts and alarms going off because we do a lot. We need that help. And there's nothing wrong with getting that extra little helping kick in the butt. And timers. Timers are huge. Give yourself 30 minutes. Like, okay, this is all I can do today. I can't do anything else. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to walk for 30 minutes, set a timer. When it's done, end it and be done. The problem is we always want to say, you know, I'm going to work out. I'm going to exercise, in our mind. It's going, oh, I don't want to do it for that long. Make deals with yourself. I'm always making deals with myself. Like, hey, okay, if you go out and you work out just for 30 minutes, I'm not going to push you beyond that. We're going to do 30 minutes and that's it. If you go out and you do that for 30 minutes, then you get to come in and read, or you get to have this, or do it for 7 days in a row. And then we're going to get new shoes. We're going to get some new sports bras, whatever. But set the timer and use it so you stick to it, and then reward yourself. Okay. Crucial conversations. Our partners, husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, our parents might help us, our nannies, like housekeepers, like cousins, sisters, brothers, anyone who helps you and is in your life that is going to be assisting you. You must have crucial conversations with them. You must talk to them because they cannot read your mind. Let them in on the plan. Hey, just so you know, this is happening on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is the time that's going to happen. I need you to pick up the kids on this day and this day. Can you do that? I will take them. I just need you to pick it up. They can't read your mind, and I'm sorry, but a lot of them can't even read the calendar and the dry erase board. So you have to communicate this with them. Now, this is something that we easily forget. This is something that you will screw up over and over again. And we get stuck in the thing like, oh no, they should know. I've been doing this for 2 months now, that I go to the gym every Monday at 8 a.m. and I do that class and then I lift. They'll forget. You'll be 6 months into it and they'll be like, well, I don't know what you're doing on Mondays. Keep the crucial conversations going. All right. And that's a resource to you guys that's free. Just conversations and opening up your mind, opening up your mouth, setting timers, alarms, completely free. Sitting down and making your game plan, completely free. Creating that weekly schedule, completely free. These are easy tools to implement that is going to help you develop new habits, routine that's going to make you successful. All right. Step 2, preparation. Fitting fitness in. Meal prepping. Have an appropriate snack on hand is going to play a large role in your ability to hit your goals, as well as implementing your workout schedule. So let's talk about this real quick. Like, what are we doing wrong? You guys see that cute little fork with the lettuce and the tomato on there? You know, that's where we all start. And we're like, I am going on a diet, and we say the D word, and we're like, I'm going to do amazing, and I'm going to eat this salad, and like, that's all I'm going to have, and it's going to be great. Great. And then you're like, nighttime, and you get home. And because you did it wrong, and you think in your head you can only eat salads to be fit and to lose weight, you are now binge eating. You are now eating all the ice cream. You are now eating all the cookies. You can't control yourself because you let yourself get so hungry. You've had no protein to feed your muscles. And you're like, I haven't had calories all day. Like, it doesn't matter. And so you eat it. You get stuck in this path of like, what does it even matter? I didn't even eat anything. Of course I can have this right now. And then the next day happens and you're like, last night was a complete shit show. So it doesn't even matter. And you get stuck in like, just screw it. And everyone's in the office and eating out and going to dinner, or you're stuck, you're busy and you didn't have a game plan. So you're just stopping at the drive-thru and you're like, screw it. And then you're like, okay, it's Monday. I'm getting back on track. Like, this is going to happen. And you're back to your salad. And you're like, I'm doing this. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm so hungry because I'm not doing it right. Do you guys see the pattern? If this is familiar, raise your hand. Even if you're alone, it doesn't even matter. We get stuck in this cycle. It's terrible. What you need to do, you need to have a plan before you need. The plan is to have a plan before you need a plan. All right. Having a plan will prevent you from falling off track. When is your meal times? Set your timers and your alarm for meal time. When is that going to be for you? Have you ever stopped and like looked at your day and been like, okay, this is when I'm going to eat? We don't think like scheduling when we're going to eat is important or like is necessary. Like, no, I just know I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do you really eat all those meals? Identify it. When are you going to eat? Have easy grab and go snacks. That is part of your meal prep. Cut up cucumbers, right? Easy. Best snack ever because you can use them as dipping. They're crunching. They got a crunch to it. And I know this sounds totally disgusting, but if you follow me and you're part of my program, you know that I eat mustard and cucumbers. Sounds so totally gross, but it satisfies those taste buds in a different way. At parties, I'm always the one bringing up the chopped cucumbers, and cucumbers are relatively cheap. But you can use them for dipping in guacamole, salsa, all those things, and you're going to save a ton of calories just by snacking right. But you are going to stay out of trouble if you have cut up cucumbers already in your fridge, cut up broccoli, peppers, easy to grab and go snacks. Now, I am not one to eat out of packages. Um, we all do it, especially if it's necessary, but grab and go things. There's a lot out there on the market. There are a ton of protein bars out there. Most of them, like seriously, I would say like 85% of them out there are pretty gross. The ingredients you can't read, you don't know what they are. There's a ton of preservatives in there. And you're just like, I don't even know what's best. Like, I don't even know, you know, what I should be eating or looking for. When you look at the back of the package, it shouldn't have 8 to 10, 12, 20 lines of ingredients. If you have to Google something over and over again, you're like, I don't know what that is. It's not good. Okay, I can tell you right now, you should be able to read every single ingredient and know what it is. Now I'm going to put a little plug in here for you guys. It's not my company. I don't own it. But there's this company called G2G bars, like a capital G for girl, 2 G for girl bars, G2G bars. They are amazing. And one of the reasons that I pick them, and I got to meet the owners and talk to them, I go to all the different fitness and nutrition expos around here. And I found this company, not only do they taste amazing, but the ingredients are spot on. I picked up that bar and I looked at the back and I was like, holy cow, I could give this to my 7-year-old and she could read everything off of it. And you have to keep them in the fridge. Like they'll last on the shelf and stuff. That's fine. But if you keep them in the fridge, they last longer. Why? Because there's no preservatives. Most bars that you can see in a gas station or at the store, they could sit there for a couple of years. Not this company. So check them out. G2G bars. That's one little name I'm going to drop for you guys. And if you use my name at checkout and you use the code, Melissa, don't tell them I told you this, you're going to get 20% off. You're going to get my discount. So good for you for staying with this live for 36 minutes, because now you know a little tip to one of the most amazing bars out there, and you're going to get 20% off every time you order, and you're going to get my discount. You're welcome. Can we just talk about meal prepping real quick? Because it kind of gives me anxiety when I see meals like that all lined up in a package. I'm like, I don't have time to spend all afternoon in my kitchen meal prepping like that. Meal prepping can be super easy, and it doesn't have to mean being in your kitchen for 20 hours. Meal prepping to me is cooking up a ton of ground turkey, season it with my taco seasoning meat, putting it in a container in my fridge, chopping up and cooking a bunch of chicken and just put it in the fridge, having cucumbers cooked, taking heads of romaine, cleaning it, chopping it up, putting it in the fridge. That's my meal prep. Why? Because then I have something to just grab. So romaine lettuce is always chopped in my house. Then my kids can grab it. They have easy salads to make. I have it. Oh, and I already made the ground turkey. Boom. Romaine, ground turkey, throw it together, sprinkle some cheese on there, throw in some avocado. Is it a whole meal that I had prepared for myself, like these pretty little bowls? No. But did it shave off a lot of time? And I can like just grab and go and make a salad, throw it in a package and take it with me to work or like whatever. Yes, it shaves off time. I don't have time to spend my Sunday afternoon in the kitchen cooking for 4 hours and packaging. Now, if you do, and you can do that, wonderful. More power to you. But just know meal prep means different things to everyone. Boiling eggs and having hard-boiled eggs, totally a meal prep thing for me. That's meal prep in my mind, because then I can chop them up, throw them together with mustard, a little bit of mayo, salt, pepper. Like I got egg salad, I'm dipping it with my gluten-free crackers or my cucumbers. Okay. Meal prep doesn't have to make you sweat. It doesn't have to be hard. Let's talk fitness. What are we doing wrong with our fitness? And many of you are probably looking at this screen going, well, how are any of these things wrong? We get stuck in constant activity mode. We get activity confused with progress. All right. Right now, a lot of people are doing all the live workouts, like gyms shut down. And I love that, they offered live workouts, and that's great. And it probably prevented a lot of people from gaining a ton of weight, right? They were able to maintain. But was anyone really able to move forward? I don't know. I question it. we get stuck in, even when the gyms are open and life is normal, like we get stuck in doing our favorite spin class on your favorite bike, right up by the instructor, off to the side in the corner. And we get stuck doing that. And this kills me to say it because I'm a group fitness instructor. That picture up there is me. I teach these classes and people become dependent on them. And they think like, I have to do my class. And then that's the only thing they do. They don't break free from doing it. They don't think about, well, you could just do body resistance training at home. Like you didn't even have to drive to the gym. You could just do it at home. They become obsessed with just activity and the trackers and stuff up in the next picture. And it's like, oh, did I walk enough today? Like, which is great, like track it and everything, but don't let that be the only thing you do. We think that there's only one way to fitness. We get very stuck in that. And it's just this way. And that's how I'm going to get in shape. What I want you to do is to be open. I want you to know that there's so many different tools to use to be healthy, strong, that you can put in your toolbox. All different forms of fitness are the best fitness. Again, that's why I do martial arts. I lift weights. I walk every night. I'm walking about 4 miles, 2 miles on a shorter day, 4 miles. Like, yeah, I'm walking. Every single piece of the puzzle is coming together and it's just a different tool in your toolbox. There's no one master way to do it. So identify the first step for your journey of working out and the exercise aspect of it is to identify, what tools do you have around you at home? Okay. Do you have stairs? Huge bonus if you have a set of stairs in your home. Why? You can do sprints up and down it. You can just walk up and down your stairs. Set your timer again on your phone for 30 minutes and be like, I'm going to do something on these stairs. What can I do? Make your list. I can run. I can walk. I can skip up 2 steps. I can put my hands on the steps and I can do incline push-ups. I can turn around and put my feet on the steps and do decline push-ups. I can sit on the edge and lean back and extend my feet out and do gut busters. And that's it. Then repeat it and don't stop until 30 minutes. The stairs are an amazing tool to use, you guys, and most of us have access to them. Maybe they're not in your house, but a great set of stairs at a park down the road, or go to your parents' house. Hey, I don't have stairs, but my parents have stairs. What equipment do you have access to that you can use right now? Resistance bands. Many of us have them hanging up somewhere, the ones that's the tube with the handles on the end. Those are amazing. And everyone forgot that they had them. A lot of people dusted them off during quarantine and lockdown. Anything that you can do with a cable machine at a gym, you can do with the resistance band at home. And they usually come with it's like a ball, a little piece of fabric, a strap, and that has a ball in one end. So you feed the tube through. And I'm explaining this because a lot of people have this and they're like, I didn't know what that thing was for. I just threw it in a drawer. You feed your band through it, and then the ball you put in your door and you close your door and lock it so it stabilizes it. Anything you can do with a cable machine at a gym, you can do with a band. So flies for your chest, rows, pull down, stand on it, bicep curls, overhead, one handle, tricep, sitting on the floor over your feet, rowing. Everything that you can do with the cable machine at the gym, you can do with a band. No excuses. But again, it comes down to how bad do you want it? Do you want to take the time to learn your resistance band and figure out what makes it hurt? Or do you not? And you're like, it takes too much time. It all starts up here. Identify your locations that you have access to. All right. Do you live on a circle street? Do you have a great road that you can run up and down, back and forth? Kids are in bed, right? You're going to do this late at night, but you can go up and down your street back and forth. Or maybe you have a great neighborhood and you're like, no, I'm going to take this path because there's hills and whatever. My point is identify a location where you can do your walks, your runs, and your workout area. Design a place in your home that this is my workout area. Many women in my group, it can just be at the end of their bed. They store their yoga mat, their dumbbells right off to the side. And it's not a gym. It's nothing fancy, but in their mind, they know that's your workout area. Maybe you have a garage or a basement, and you can open up that space and like, hey, I'm going to start slow. I'm going to get my resistance band. I'm going to get a yoga mat out. Maybe you're going to find a mirror that you can put in there, like even a long skinny one that you can use in your closet. It's meant for your closet. You're going to buy one of those and you're just going to dedicate this space. So then in your mind that when you step into that space, it's go time. And it doesn't matter if that space is at the end of your bed or in the garage or you have a complete workout area. Identify the space, change the location for yourself. That's going to be huge. And the more kind of tucked away you can be, the better. Meaning like in the middle of the living room where the kids are and the family and the main TV, probably not the best area, but hey, if that has to be your space and that's where you identify it and locate it, that's great. And the last one, support. Find your support system. Who's on your team with you? Who's not on your team? Who wants to be on the team with you? Your support system is huge. Absolutely huge. They are going to be the ones that keep you going. Again, have those crucial conversations to know who's going to support you, but also to know who isn't going to support you. Take that information, tuck it away, and that's okay. And the third one, you guys, is your fitness mindset. I tell people all the time in my group when they're trying to work, they're coming in to work with me, they're applying to be part of Busy to Bomb Fit Mom. And I'm like, I can get you fit physically. Absolutely. If I don't get you fit mentally too, your results will never last. And they're like, what? Yes. You can have a fit body, but you have to have a fit mind as well. And that looks like different things. Okay. When you are on what I call the dark train, okay. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm so weak. Like, I don't have time to work out. She's crazy. Like, I can't do that. She doesn't live my life. She doesn't know. Holy cow, you're like totally on the dark train and you're just going on and on and on and on. Have you ever had someone in your life like that where you're like, every time I'm around them, they complain? It's either about themselves, about their neighbors, about their health, about their weight, about how they don't fit into this. They're on the dark train. That is not a strong fit mind at all. What you want to do, start identifying when you're not being very kind to yourself. Start thinking about, what are my affirmations? What is my self-talk? That's huge. Are you standing in front of the mirror every morning, like sucking it in and going, oh God, I just wish if only, only I look like this, or if only I had that, or if only my abs were like this. Shh. I tell people to be quiet all the time. And I'm like, what you say and what you think, your body hears. And it'll do whatever you tell it to do. The mind is the general, the body is the soldiers. Never forget that. What you say, what you think, everything that comes out of your mouth, or maybe it doesn't even come out of your mouth, but it's just going through your brain, your body will listen and follow through. So if you're constantly saying, I'm out of shape, I don't have time, I can't do this, I can't A, B, and C, your body's going to go, yep. And you're going to get the same thing over and over and over again. And then you're going to be like, I don't get it. I'm working out, but I still haven't lost any weight. What are you saying to yourself? What are your daily affirmations? What is your self-talk? And if you think that this is all like mumbo jumbo and like, oh my God, like she doesn't know what she's talking about, it doesn't work. You've never tried it. You've never seen the results. And you guys, I call it putting in the reps. You have to do this over and over again, even when you don't feel like it. So even when you're like, I don't feel like doing this workout, do it anyways, because it's putting in I don't feel like it rep. That's what we call in the group, Busy to Bomb Fit Mom. We're like, I put in, I don't feel like it work. Sometimes our self-talk is things that we have to say and we don't fully believe yet. But we're going to keep saying it because we're putting in the reps. We're putting it on repeat. And the more times you do that, the more times you show up for yourself mentally and physically, the more it becomes habit. Every single time. Be open to pivoting. We call this, I mix the two words shuffling and pivoting, and we call it shiveting, or shifting and pivoting. Shiveting, and you have to be open to that. You have to know that when your day goes to hell in a handbasket and you're like, well, there goes that workout, you have to be open to, what's my plan B? Okay, morning workout didn't happen. Well, let's move it tonight. Here we go. When you look at what mentally strong people do, these are the keys. Like, they move on, they pivot, they invest their time and energy in the present. They're not worrying about the past or like down the road future. Right now, 1 week at a time. They're willing to fail and learn from it. They think productively. Think productively, right? Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Like, I've tried other workout programs. I don't have time right now for this. Isn't a good time. I'm not on social media that much. Like, I can't connect. I can't do things. Like, you guys, everyone has tried everything out there. We know that everyone has tried 1,000,001 things, and it's never a good time. If you're waiting for summer to be over, and then you're going to be waiting for the holidays to be over, and then you're going to be waiting for this birthday party to be over, you will be waiting to get in shape and like just freaking do it and finally take the leap forever. It's never a good time. We're rolling into summer. Perfect time to start your fitness journey. Perfect time. Why? There's never a perfect time. This is when you want to do it. You guys, I've failed a lot. This is me. And in that picture, I am only about 7 months pregnant. I'm not even done to the end. But like I was just saying before, I've figured out how to be fit for life. Learn from my mistakes. No, you don't have to do it alone. I never thought in 1,000,000 years that I'd be in a bikini again. This just shows you what some women can do in just 6 weeks. Now you see on the left, some women are more drastic. We got the middle one. And then on the end, like, you're like, oh, is there a big difference? And she dyed her hair during that time too. But yeah, you can cut up, tone up. Everyone's results look different, and you have to put everything into place, because information alone won't save you. Your bad habits are going to creep back in. That's why I tell you, create your schedule every single week, stick to it, see how it works, get a plan in place. Identify your workout areas, identify tools you have, start getting a new routine, make your habit be your habit, put in the reps, be willing to pivot when you can, because no, you can't just do nothing. No, it's not even an option. If the only thing that you guys got from this video call was to learn how to have time for you, start eating right, putting in the balance with the snacks and stuff. What are your goals? Is this worth your time? And remember, it's changed for the entire family. Did you always desire to be in a bikini and you're hoping to like get there one day? Go for it. You are absolutely worth it. My program is Busy to Bomb Fit Mom. So we are taking applications right now. Check out my website if you want. And it's easy to remember, busytobombfitmom.com. But it is a way to start putting all these steps and programs in place. And you guys, the mental part of it too, and listening and putting it on repeat, my podcast is Bomb Mom. So plug into that as well. I do offer a free email course, which I believe you guys are going to get through signing up for this live stream as well. Because in that you are going to get a 30-day calendar of how to go from busy to bomb. And it's going to give you an exercise and workouts to do every day that's gradually going to get harder. And this was one thing that I had started right after, I think it was my third baby, and it was just small steps. By 30 days, you're implementing new habits that are going to stick. But you'll get that free in the email course. And I believe you're going to get it. But if you don't, it's melissavogelfitness.com/course. All right. So thank you guys, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you learned and took away some tools that can help you just grow and push and learn and know that you're not alone. This journey is exactly that. It's a journey and it's going to take time, but just the little tools and tricks that I taught you today and we discussed, put that in, implement it into your life, get it going now. Don't wait, because there's never a perfect time, and you don't have to have a chef. You don't have to have a personal trainer. There are ways to start it now. It just depends on how bad you want it. And there's always help there for you. All right. So thanks, everyone. I appreciate you watching and joining, and I hope you all take away a lot of information from this.
And thank you for being here. That was awesome. I'm totally one of those people that's like, yeah, it's Monday, especially if that Monday falls on the first of the month, man, it is my day.
Right?
And then, it's like life happens, and it's so hard to overcome that sometimes. And you just have to remember that, just I'm going to do it for this amount of time, and then I'm going to let myself go. I'm not going to have any guilt. And, a little bit at a time really makes a difference. You can chip away at it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys in a couple hours with another speaker. So come back and check it out. Bye for now.